And testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Are we supposed to count down? What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back to Patreon. And it's time to... wow. The amount of bad things that can happen to one person in 1 year. There's a good show that I once used to watch called The Walking Dead. And in that show, there was a thing that I heard from Rick Grimes. He was talking about the law of averages. That things can't be good all the time and they can't be bad all the time. Well, this chair is so old. The cats get up here and they scratch it. And the fake pleather is worn out. Sorry, squirrel. So the weird things that have happened to me this year, and of course we all go through bad things, but I've never had a year that I wanted to send away so bad as this one. And so let's give an update on what's going on, and then we'll talk about some other things. So we have, if you're curious, this music that's playing is the music that's in the Star Citizen star map. Wait, is it the star map? Yeah, it's the star map, I believe. Star map. It is Star Citizen, though. All right, so let's go ahead and get into... I want to really thank you guys here on Patreon for being responsible for saving us. And all the people that donated. I'm going to bring it up tonight, too, on the show. Recently, I woke up to an eviction notice because they wanted me to redo the siding on the house, on the property that I rent, because I'm responsible for the repairs of the place for a reduced rent. It's been like that for almost 10 years. And new people bought the place, and they were all happy, and we signed a new lease together. And within that lease is a termination of contract if I don't make the repairs within a timely manner or a certain amount of days. I didn't think that'd be a problem, right? Because I've been doing that for 10 years. But the things that they're asking for, like they wanted a lot of painting done, I did that. They wanted the storage unit outside painted, I did that. They wanted the roof redone, I did that. And now they're wanting the siding done, and that's expensive, and I can't afford it. And in the contract, it says a certain amount of days within being notified. And I can't get the money to do that. So I asked for help. Very embarrassingly so, I did ask for help. And the help was because we weren't prepared to move into a new house. We weren't prepared to, or a new apartment or anything. We didn't have, because we're struggling. Right, we are, and because I'm the only one working in this house, and because she can't afford to work, she's got to stay home with the kids. It's more expensive for her to work than, same story. So you guys and a lot of other amazing people came to the rescue and got us the funds to get out, to get into a new place, and we've done that. So thank you so much for everything you guys have done. We will be moving in the 20th, or sometime before the 20th, we're going to be moving in. We're going to be going live at 10 tonight, 10 a.m., or 10 p.m. We're going to be going live at 10 p.m. So right now, to give you an idea what time it is, it's like 7:14. I'm going to be recording a video. Stop it. It's a cat. Stop. Boy, she doesn't scare easy. She just stared me down, like winced at me with one eye. She's old. Man, their cat, it's like 15 years old. So, the 20th we get to move in. It's a 3-bedroom home. It's another rental. And it's a 3-bedroom home, has a basement, which gives me some studio space, although the basement's a little wet, a little damp. And I don't think it floods because we had just looked at it after a monsoon raining period and there was no standing water. There was just moisture. And it stunk, the basement. So what I plan on doing is just using Drylock and just coating the basement floor, the walls, just dry locking it with the basement Drylock stuff, like multiple coats. I'm gonna go to war on wherever the water's coming from. But I gotta get that taken care of before I can move this desk and everything down there, because I don't want the desk to get wet at the bottom. It might have been from them cleaning the basement, so I don't know. I'll know more once I get in there. Who knows? But it's a nice place. Not as good of a neighborhood as where I'm living now. The schools are not as good as where I'm living now, but you know, it's where life is taking us, right? So thank you. On the bottom of my kids knows too. They know too where it came from, and we're going to I'll take a group photo in front of the home and then post it to Twitter thanking everybody as well. And I'm going to bring it up on tonight's live show too, which this really isn't a subcast. I mean, I might be taking callers. This was an unscheduled. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about on tonight's show, so I didn't invite Sword to come on because there really is, right now there's no substance to the show yet. I'm hoping that maybe through talking in this pre-show that maybe we can get something going. The last time we tried to go live on a subcast, the graphics card uninstalled and nothing worked. But we ended up having a really good show afterwards. But offline, that is, offline. And so today I'm going to be making a video of me customizing my ship. And that's going to get posted to YouTube, that portion of this video. So we're going to be doing that here in a minute. Let's see. So I plan on having a studio. Right now, everything's tear down. Like I got a big light right there. It's an umbrella light, kind of like this one, but it's gold. And that's what's lighting me up right now. It's actually not as dark as what you see on the camera. It's really light. But I'm trying to experiment with getting the TV to show on the camera, and if I don't set the settings right, it looks all, you can't see what it looks like. It looks so bright, like a big glow. And because I plan on having like a big TV behind me, showing just stuff, you know. I don't know what it's going to show, but it's going to show stuff. Gosh. So the studio is going to be in a basement. It's going to be 100% set up, and nothing's going to have to be torn down. Like, the lights can stay where they are, the camera could stay where it's at. Everything can just stay put. We're going to have a green screen area, so we'll be backed up against a wall. After it's all painted, everything, it'll be decorated and stuff. And then on this side of the wall of the basement, like that way, off camera is going to be a green screen area to where it's always going to be set up and never be torn down. And we could make some videos in front of the green screen, stuff like that. Then over here in the basement, like almost like I don't know what it's going to be used for, but I'm going to put like a Tyler Durden red sofa. And there's going to be decorations all around it and stuff. And maybe I'll start the show sitting down on the sofa, just doing the intro to the show. And then when I run the actual B-roll intro, then I'll get up, I'll come over, sit behind the desk and start the show. Almost kind of like when David Letterman gives his monologue. Remember the old David Letterman days, right? Or Jay Leno gives his monologue. Something sort of like that. It's always been a dream of mine to have like a late night talk show. Of course, it's never going to happen in real life, but sort of like a YouTube show like David Letterman. Of course, the guest would be all virtual. No one's gonna. I'm not gonna invite a bunch of random strangers over to my house to sit on a couch in my basement. That's not gonna happen. But I would love to have like a David Letterman type show. With the setup and everything, maybe my way. And then each night we have guests come on. The show starts off with a monologue, and then we have guests. Stuff like that. It's something that it might work its way out now that we're going to be having a proper space. Right now, I'm in the living room and I'm packed into the corner. I kick everybody out. Everyone go to your rooms. But yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be real nice. It's going to be real nice. So when we first move in, if I don't get to paint real quick, I'm going to buy some drywall and just put it behind me. Or maybe I'll just put the green screen up behind me so that nobody can see the concrete wall. Okay, so enough of this. Thank you so much. I'm going to record the entire installation and build everything on camera for the Patreon page, for the studio. It's all going to be filmed from beginning to finish. But it's also going to be something that's going to build over time. It's not going to be fully done because I want to get props and stuff like that. Like this is it's a cobra. It's a snake. It sits on the desk. It's really, really neat. Really neat. And it's kind of like a skeleton cobra. And it just sits on the desk. My wife got it for me a while back. I just never show it on camera because, for one, you can't really tell what it is if it's sitting here, I pet it. You can't tell what it is. Of course, everything's too dark right now. But yeah, I'm going to film everything from beginning to end, but it's going to be something that's going to be pieced together over time. Maybe not shelves in the back right away. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Maybe I'll put the green screen up if we don't get a chance to paint the basement with Drylock for the first week that we move in for the show, for the live show.